What? What? Hey, top of the morning, Rep. Hope you're doing well. Hey, top of the morning, Ross. Hope all is well. Jay Black. Appreciate that, bro. Maintain it. Another day. Hopefully the domestic terrorists don't put in too much work today. Nappy, you be going to church? Nah, I believe in God. I'm just not. I'm not religious. Like I don't have any religion. If I was Christian, I wouldn't go to church. I wouldn't go to church anyways because they don't. Whenever uh, they go to school for the shit, and then they're told not to teach certain things out of the Bible. So any preacher that's gonna withhold anything from the Bible, I don't want no parts of that anyways. Hey, what's going on, Alan? Yeah, no doubt, but I definitely know there's a God though. They're using sleep deprivation on me. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about that, Alan. I know the feeling though, man. That's almost like one of the most miserable feelings. I go to church, everybody at church be targeting me. Yeah, man. You know. And I know you don't go there. I mean, I know it's like you're going there for the word. It doesn't really matter what they but it's just hard, man. And then going through your head like, damn, man, I'm at church and they're doing this shit. That's enough to that's enough to make a motherfucker not want to even go to church anymore. I know, bro. I know. Yeah. when I used to be in the park, uh, uh when I went over there a lot, they would, the churches would come out, feed people and pray with people and shit, and I would get super targeted, super targeted. And it's crazy. Out here they have something called Victory. Excuse me. Out here they have something called Victory Outreach. It's a church program to get people off the streets like gang bangers and shit. Like they used to send a lot of those people around me in the beginning, and they used to say shit like, if you don't change your life, all these bad things that are happening to you won't stop happening to you. And I'll be like, how do you know bad things are happening to me? And they just go on with their little bullshit blabber. Hey, top of the morning, coffee. Oh yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, yeah. They're they're some clowns, man. I mean, it would definitely be a good it, w- it would be a good program, or from what I see, from what they say, it's about taking the youth off the streets and making life better for them and taking them away from all the negative shit. But like they're using them as terrorists on people and shit. And then I mean, I already have a relationship with God, but like if I was targeted and they was throwing that shit at me, like that would make you not. I mean, if I didn't have a relationship with God, like that would like make me not really not, really not want to partake in anything. Yeah, this youth pastor gave this sermon at church I visited that after finished he gags. Yeah, they're. I think those are the worst ones is the preachers and shit. It just shows you like they're not really about what they preach. In the Bible, it says, "Thou shalt not judge," or I believe I might not say that. No, not judge, but it says that people shouldn't be judging people. Only God should be judging people. And the pastors do that shit. They get away with that shit. Or at least they judge you enough to gang stalk you. Hey, top of the morning, right? Hey, top of the morning, HL. one of these days, it'll be all over. 8 a.m. here in Providence, Rhode Island. 8 a.m. It is 5:10 in San Jose, California. You know these birds by my house be chirping at the same time every morning. You know these birds. Yeah, I think that's they. I think they have like a. Birds are what do you call them? Routine. That's yeah. That's routine. Routine. Like they wherever like. How do you explain it? They're wherever like if the, they're usually damn I don't, I don't know how to put it. Like if there's birds right there, like right now on that wire right now, where that shoe's hanging off the wire. If there's birds there right now at 5:10 or 5:11, they're usually here every day at the same time. They're like routine like that. 8:10 p.m. Australia. I hear them today too. Birds can be early. Yeah, no doubt. Speak in tongues just so they could get people to vote for them. Oh wow, I haven't seen that. I wouldn't, man. That's politicians, man. These people are monsters, man. Literally monsters, and they put on one hell of a front. They put on the best fucking front. Man, devious. It's crazy. Whenever I think of a politician, I think of that lady, and I know, I know it's kind of far off, but I always think about that lady from that movie. What was that movie? Misery. How they be nice, they be acting nice, but they're really just like evil fucking people, man. Them politicians are some evil motherfuckers. Fake birds in the morning. You connected me with TINY. RTTI. Oh, yeah, yeah, no problem, man. No problem. It's a good dude. Good guy. You been watching any good movies lately? Yeah, man. Let's see, what movies have I been watching? A lot of good ones. I watch a lot of sci-fi movies. Um, this one is this one called I watched it. It was what was that shit called, man? I think it was called Upload, and it was like these people before they died, but you can't be dead already. You have to be about to die, like you have to be in your last stages of life, and they take your conscience, yeah, they take your consciousness and upload it into a computer, and you live forever in the computer. And the people who are in charge of whatever computer you're in or whatever, like the people behind the computer, they're called your angels and shit. And they could change your basically whatever you want in the computer, like however you want to live, that's how you live. But it'll be like Groundhog Day every day until you have your angel or whatever, you know, switch up where whatever you want in the computer. And then we're dropping a lot of fucking hints, man. Like a lot of shit in that movie. Doesn't seem far off from what they can do. Um, Regular movies, I think I seen. Well, I know I seen. I seen Bloodshot. That's a good movie. Bad Boys for Life. It's a pretty good movie. Um, yeah. Watch a lot of robot movies, alien movies and shit. Action. And they are all like Joel Osteen. They smile in your face and they are evil as hell. Evil, man. Some of the evilest people, man. Those people are more evil than the people that are evil without smiling in your face. I'd rather somebody not smile in my face and just be a complete asshole and let me know where we stand rather than all that other bullshit. Yeah, I don't trust churches just saying they're in there for the money. Yeah, it's well, I mean, you gotta. Most churches been infiltrated, anyways. Or that's the way I think. Like I feel that way. Fucking preachers driving fucking Cadillacs and not that not that a preacher can't own anything nice or anything, but I'm just saying though, like you got all these $1,000 suits driving up in luxurious cars and shit. You got people where they're talking about they don't know if they can make rent they're praying like hopefully they can catch up on bills and shit, and you're telling them to put all their fucking money in a fucking plate. And then you guys fucking divvy up the money. And you guys, I mean, you can't really do anything. A lot of them churches be dilapidated and shit, you know. Put all that money in the plate, and you might be lucky enough. You might be lucky enough to get some cheese and crackers after the after the fucking, excuse me, it's legitimate. After the service, you might be lucky enough to get some cheese, crackers, and juice, and then get sent back home to worry about your bills and what have you. I remember when I was young though, the church my grandma used to go to, when we used to go to church, I remember the, the, the preacher used to, he used to set aside, like, the money that went in the plate, like, he would set that shit, set the money to the side, and, like, it'd be, for some reason, when I was a kid, it seemed like people were always having problems and shit, but like somebody be in the hospital and they take some funds out for the person in the hospital. Somebody would need to make rent, and they just take certain amount out for those in need. Now, I don't think they do that shit no more. But hey, what's going on, Tony? Not bad yet, not bad. Hanging in there. Birds haven't really been real since Ground Zero in the 80s. Reptilians replaced them with self-replicating nanotechnology that they quantum spray. The chemtrails to project the matrix, right? Yeah, these fucking... It seems like nothing is real anymore. I remember like 2006, was it? About... No, it was probably like 2009, around 2009. It was like birds were all in the fucking street. Like, I don't know, it's like they all got zapped out the fucking air or some shit, but they were just, it was like, I didn't see them when they were actually falling, but like that morning I had like got up and shit, and I was riding my bike, and it was nothing but fucking dead birds, dead fucking blackbirds all over the fucking place. It was crazy. Hella shit. And it was like the beginning of my targeting too. Oh man. That shit was a trip though. Yeah, they're taking everything away from us, man. Our birds, our bugs, snails, worms, butterflies, moths. I don't see them out here no more. I mean, very, very seldom. You gotta put his prayers on layaway. Yeah, it was this one preacher, man. He was really good, man. He would break down aliens. He would break down a lot of shit, and they ended up killing him. Like he did. He preached about. He did a lot of shit that the elite didn't want him to do. Spoke about a lot of stuff that those people didn't want him to speak about. Not far from the truth, bro. Yeah, I used to see flocks of birds flying all over the place. Yep. different kinds. I remember seeing blue jays, blackbirds, hummingbirds, fucking you name it, birds that look like they could be almost like domestic domestic birds and shit. It was so many birds that you used to see fucking sometimes birds that like baby birds would fly out of their nest and you would be able to catch them and shit. And you don't see that shit no more. Very seldom. That right there is one of the look and see the one tail light. That's one of the perp mobiles. Like 6, 7 perps living in one of those motherfuckers, and they'd go around harassing like a shit. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad what the world has become. And from the looks of things, it's only gonna get worse. Not to sound negative or anything, but this coronavirus is gonna fucking be you know, this coronavirus is gonna be what the doctor ordered as far as changing things. And I remember too, as a kid, that they used to say, they're trying to, they're trying to get people away from connected. They don't want any connection between people. When they started up the internet, they were like, they're trying to desocialize people. They don't want people like, people would meet. Like people don't fucking meet like they used to meet. Like you would meet somebody in public and talk to them like that. Now everybody wants to meet somebody on the fucking computer and shit. People got Facebook friends and shit that, and like this is different as far as targeted individuals and, like we're bonded by, we're connected. But, before all this shit, like people have friends and shit that they don't even, like, even on my shit, on my Facebook, how the fuck are you gonna recommend somebody to be my fucking friend and not just recommend, but you're recommending thousands of people. I get fucking different friend fucking recommendations every fucking day. Like they don't have no problem with letting those notifications go. They don't have no problem with letting those notifications go off. Oh, you have recommended friend. Fucking bullshit, man. But people got friends and shit that you know, it's crazy. And then, on top of getting all these new friends on Facebook, every time I see it, like I see a lot, I'm not gonna say every time, but a lot of situations, these people that you don't know end up causing a whole bunch of fucking drama, a whole bunch of drama in your life. Like, and you've never met these people in person a day in your life. It's crazy. They're causing drama with people that you see, like, physically see on a daily basis. Like, these people start, Like they're way on the other fucking side of the planet, and they'll fucking start drama between you and your family and shit. Coronavirus was predicted to be about 1 to 5 years before it happened, 15 years before it happened, by some of my gang stalkers. Yeah, I definitely don't doubt that. Like everything, like it seems like everything, at least it seems like everything was written. Like they had this shit in the books. My life has. Same with the Floyd story. Yeah, that shit is bullshit. He probably really died though, but you know, yes, our way of life it has officially changed. You can only imagine what the future is gonna look like. Yeah, man. Yep. That's why I say like you can't. You have to know that having a baby in these days and times would be a very fucking selfish act. A baby isn't even gonna be what we know babies to be. These babies gonna be fucking robots, man. Nanotechnology, all in them chips. These blow babies are gonna be super soldiers and shit. Hybrids and shit that they're fucking, they're gonna be implementing hybrids and shit into the world. They're gonna look like humans, but not that they're not already out here, but right now as we fucking speak, they're putting together some type of fucking animal human, and they're doing that shit around the fucking clock. They're doing it around the clock. Like, and people be like, you know, it's legitimate. I mean, people know they clone sheep. Of course, they tell you that they've cloned sheep. And if they tell you that they've cloned sheep, and you know how these motherfuckers try to blame God, what makes you think that they would not clone a fucking human being? Or anything else for that matter. Shit, they got cloned marijuana plants and shit. Like, they can clone anything that's living. Anything that has cell tissue, they can clone. Hey, what's going on, Sharon? Shana, top of the morning. Nappy, can you turn it? Hold on. It's legitimate. I'm sorry. Nap. Um, Let me see. That might work. Excuse me. Um, I don't think he died. Who is that? My bad. Went from 40 to 10 in a minute. What type of bullshit is that? Yeah, that's They definitely drain your phone. If you feel your phone getting hot and shit, if it gets overly warm, it starts fucking flicking and shit. They're usually fucking with it, eats up your battery. Or I don't know if you had the phone for a while too, like your like I used to have a habit of leaving my charger in my phone all the time, and that's not good for the battery. They aren't going to be human. They fallen. Yeah, yeah. I definitely believe there's some species, a few different species down here with us that look like us. Probably look like some other things as well, but for the most part, look like us. And I believe like a lot of this technology is helping them blend in. They're making the technology look good for us, like, giving us phones and shit, and cell phones and shit. Because well, from what I've seen, from the pictures that I've seen and the descriptions that I've heard of, different beings and shit, that they all have this like cancery looking skin. Like their skin looks like it looks real like what cancer looks like when cancer patients and shit. And fucking look at all this radiation around us. Like radiation is the number one thing that causes cancer. So it's like they need that shit to survive on the planet. Would be my guess, is that they need it to survive on the planet. And in order for them to put all this fucking bullshit up without a real human saying anything, they give us all this bullshit that, operates off of the same technology. We get what we want, they get what they want, until they finally take over this motherfucker, until we're done building it for them. I think we're building this planet for them. And then they're just gonna wipe us out. They got spider goat hybrids to make certain materials. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. It makes their milk has this silky, or their milk comes out like something to where you can make a web out of it or some shit like that, I believe. I'm not sure. I don't quite remember, but I know I heard about that. It's not just sheep out here. They're cloning humans. They're trying. Oh yeah, man. Man, they have they have a couple people that they're saying are clones. Like, and in other countries, they don't have the same regulations as America has. So, America goes to other countries just for that reason, to be able to experiment. They do it out here too, of course, but out there, it's free. It's free game. They don't have no regulations and shit. It's just like in other countries that don't have no regulations on kids and shit. That's why them politicians be shooting way out to them fucking, them third worlds and shit, messing with them little boys and little girls and shit, because there's no type of regulations on that shit. Some places, some places is so fucked up and weird. They be fucking picking their wives out fresh out the fucking womb and shit. Like they be marrying fucking kids and shit. Like, it's fucking insane, man. Any anybody who can look at a newborn baby and say that's gonna be my wife, you know that motherfucker is not right upstairs, man. I mean, baby ain't even got no motherfucking hair on his head yet. Crazy, man. You can't even distinguish it from a boy yet to a girl. Like you can't. A newborn baby, you can barely distinguish it if it's a boy or a girl. Like how the fuck are you gonna choose it to be your fucking? And these be like some old motherfuckers, man. Too old to be picking out kids. Like they be like 40 and damn near 50 years old and shit. Like, you know, they have younger ones that do it too as well, but sick, man. Oh man, it's sick. What you smoking over there? Oh, Corona, Corona lungs. What you smoking over there? This is called Skittles. Skittles. I don't know if you guys can see the colors, but it's a lot of different colors in there. Excuse me. This is legitimate. Sorry to hear that. I need to get sleep control, Brian. Attack mind control. Yeah, that's good. You gotta, if you can keep getting that awakened, man, I highly recommend you get like record as much as that as you can. Just even if you're not gonna upload it or do anything with it, record it and save it just in case. Like you never know. Like don't depend on it, but like so a break, a big break could fucking happen in this shit, and you're gonna need your proof. Like you're gonna need to be able to show these people. Like I did, mentally. Like if this thing was to ever fucking end, do you know how much like they would have to fucking compensate us? Like they would literally have to compensate the shit out of us. That's another reason why I have a hard time believing that it'll end. Like, but it's always a glimmer of hope. I hope it does end, but you know, just the compensation alone, what they would have to do. Fuck, physical, therapy for all the electronically harassed, mental. Um, a lot of us, don't even want to be like me myself. I don't even want to be around people. Like, I don't want to work around people. I don't want to live around people. I was never like that. I kept my distance from certain people to an extent, like, but like never to the point to where I was, side eyeing everybody and shit like that. And now that I know what a large portion of the fucking population is capable of being flipped and turned around and betraying you and shit, like a large portion. Like they could end this shit today, and it doesn't matter. You feel me? I always know that a large portion of this fucking world, you know, would be willing to flip on me if the price was right. And it doesn't matter how long I've known them, how much I've helped them out, how much we've been through together, any of that shit. In a way, it's a blessing, but you know that's some fucked up shit to find out. Family, all that shit. That shit's fucked up. Yeah, I tried charging it, and yeah, that's probably what it is. Um, I'm not sure where you're located, Shannon. Like if you're in United States or California or whatever, but you know they have some battery shops. They probably have them everywhere, but you know they got the phone shops and shit where like if you go to places that fix computers and stuff like that, they'll switch your battery for you for like $40. Out here they do, depending on what kind of phone you have. If it's an iPhone or something, the prices might go up. I didn't sleep at all last night. Oh yeah, I think that was you that said it's not legal to smoke weed out there, right, Alan? I mean, if you're allowed to, man, you might want to look into it, bro. They have some indica weed out there, like top shelf, that will put you out, like put you to sleep. Do you? Uh, do you record their broadcast with Michael Tesla or app? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you're talking to me, thank buds. I never heard of that app. I mean, I've never downloaded that. I've heard of the Michael Tesla. They say there's another app that's supposed to shield you from frequencies. I've heard that too. I've never tried it. I don't know if it works or anything, but I've heard some targeted individuals mention like there's an app that you can download that will shield you. You know, and maybe you might want to try magnets. I don't know if you've tried them before. I know when they hit me with the shit, and it's you know, when they hit me with the do weapon or whatever, and I put that magnet like under my ear where it's like pulsing, like the pressure point, that shit goes away. I don't know if it will work the same way for sleep, but it's always worth a try. Hey, top of the morning, Tanya. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody has a good day or about to have a good day. Alright, they're messing up the comments now. Damn it. Okay, they're coming back. Cheryl, hanging in there. You and me both. Still not over. It, is it still hot over there? Skittles is some fire. Yeah. Yeah, Skittles is, man. Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, um, Tanya, you gotta try and get some magnets. Now, I don't know if they'll work, but, I think, I mean, it's worth a try. Like, I recommend it. Like, I'm gonna try and find some magnet sheets and different magnet things. Um, I talked to Erica. She's doing good. I texted her. She's doing good. She said she's all right. She's just chilling. I guess where she's at is pretty peaceful right now. So I'm still wondering what portion of this world is part of this. Yeah, um, it's a large portion. It's a large portion. That's probably really all you need to know. It's a large portion. Keep your eye on everybody. Everybody's suspect. It's the only way you're gonna stay safe. know that everybody isn't a part of it. That you have to know. Everybody is not a part of it. But for your fucking well being, everybody has to be suspect. Good morning. Hey, top of the morning, TR and RI. RI, what's RI? Rich, not Richmond, is it? Yeah, she's doing good. Erica's Erica, she's good. I believe it was yesterday. I talked to her or texted, not texted her. Cannabis is non-conductive to mind control. Non-conductive. I'll have to look that word up. Non, I know non-conductive, non-conductive. I am glad God helped me quit smoking weed after over 20 years of daily smoking. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Congratulations. Wasn't late, Congratulations. Every day, every fucking day counts. They lace my weed too. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to grow weed, like just not big time growing, just like grow a little plant, grow my own personal little thing, but that shit takes too much fucking. Actually, summertime wouldn't really be that bad because you could take just set it outside wherever you're at. But fuck. Yeah, yeah, probably might want to switch where you get it. Try not getting it at the same place. every time I go to the place I go to, it's really only like one now. I used to go to a couple other places, but they shut down. But one of them is still open, and I go there all the time. I haven't been anywhere else, and every time I go there, there's a fucking gang stalker there. They're always fucking third party talking me and shit, directed conversation in me and shit. So they're always, if they know you go to a certain place, they'll always be there, covertly or blatantly. But when I'm in Sacramento, like there was this one place I was going to, and fucking like they would go there every day. But when I switched it up, like I would fucking act like I was going to the place I was going, but I go to a different place. And it takes them a little while to get there. That's when they would let air out my tire and shit. Like when I went to different places and shit. Like they be mad and let air out my tire and shit. Do some fucked up shit. And then what's crazy is when I go to the cannabis club out here, every time I go to the cannabis club when I'm going to get the fucking when it's my turn and I go up to the door to get my fucking cannabis, fucking the telephone rings all the fucking time. It never fails. It never fucking fails. And same thing with the recycle center. Every time I go up to get paid, every time I go to get my money from the recycle center, the fucking phone rings. Um, that's capable. Yeah, your phone, man. Your cell phone is damn near. You can use that fucker for anything, man. You can use the fucking phone for anything, damn near. You could start a whole fucking business on your phone. Detect shit. Fucking use it as a remote control. What's inside, bro? Good morning. Oh, okay, it's nighttime out there. Oh, good night then. I mean, Tony. Good evening, I guess. Good night. Oh, I didn't know that every time I smoke now, I feel really weird. Yeah, you probably want to change where you're getting your weed at, Tony. And wherever you go to get it next time, don't type it in your GPS. Just look it up. Look it up in your cell phone. I don't know if you got cannabis clubs where you're at, but if you do, look it up in your cell phone and just pick which one you want. Like if you know what area it is, pretty much. Just Act like you're inquiring about a different one. Look at a different one like that's the one you're interested in going in. Or you might even want to throw that one in your GPS. Throw a dummy. Throw a dummy cannabis club in there, the one that you're not going into, but that's on the same one way to the one you're going to. And, get to the other one before they have time to call them or anything. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, I have some nappy. I put it in hats and go to bed. Oh, the magnets. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely good. Um, um, with this technology, can they make it where you can't lose weight? Um, I don't know. I don't. They probably can. They probably can, but I think that's something that you're in control of, but their, their mental technology, they might make it to where you're just too lazy to, or not too lazy, but they might make you just, like put it in your head not to do it. Make it so that you're like you might not be a lazy person, but they might make you that way so that you don't exercise. Like they might make you tired or some shit like that. Like throw some type of tired frequency on it, or some lazy type of frequency on you. But it's all on you though. All of that is it's all on you. I believe that type of shit is like mind over matter. I haven't tried many strains. Most of them came from the street, which is why I think they laced it. Yeah. I mean, if you're getting it off the streets, you're better off. I don't know, like if you have cannabis clubs out there, um, they have cannabis clubs where they actually have the cannabis sealed already. Like they order it from different, vendors or what have you, like different distributors. Like and the packages they get already come sealed. Um, and you can pick your, like, when you get there, you just pick it. Never order online what you want first. Like, never order what you want first. Just go in there and pick it. Never let them know what you're gonna get ahead of time. And if you have a dispensary, and then it might be safer for you to do it like that, and then you get better prices. Like, you know, it's a lot of benefits to going to a cannabis club versus getting it on the street. Speaking of smoking, I need a cigarette. I live in the Netherlands, so I buy at the official coffee shops, but they are part of this too. Yeah, no doubt. I was peeping out some of those. Hey, nah. Get down, man. For one, the dog is way too big. Get down. Hey, don't do it. Scraps. Come here, mutt. All right, you good. All right. You can't really trust where your street cannabis comes from. Nah, no doubt. I remember when I was young, when when I was young, it wasn't, green weed didn't really become too popular out here until, like, you had it. Like, there was green weed around very sporadically, but out here it didn't really, take off until until fucking not Ice Cube, fucking Snoop Dogg came out with that album, The Chronic, and then that shit started. It was everywhere. Like, it popped up in L.A. It was coming from L.A. a lot, and then no. No, see, you guys can't do that. It popped up in L.A. and then it was coming from little places like Santa Cruz. That shit was coming out. Then that shit just was everywhere. But I remember getting brown weed, and like sometimes like that shit would be smuggled in through gas tanks and shit. And like when you smoke that shit, like fucking your heart would feel like you could only hit that shit one time. And I'm not talking about hit it one time, pass and wait till it comes back around and hit it again. Because if you hit that shit again, it would fucking like hurt your chest almost. Like it was bad. Like you never, you never fucking knew. You never knew, like, especially where that shit was coming from. I'm not gonna wear that mask. It almost killed me. This is not fair for us. How long? Hey, not bad, Turtle. I hope you're doing well as well. I'm gonna I'm gonna go to jail one day for not wanting to die wearing the mask as a disabled person. I do not care. Well, just tell them it affects your breathing. Like they can't do nothing to you if you can't breathe with the mask on. If it affects your breathing, that's not your fault. You don't want to suffocate in that motherfucker. But I will say though, some places just be mindful where you're at. You might want to wear it. I don't, like, I got this piece of shit, like, I got this little mask, but I only wear it when I go into certain places and shit. Like, if the store requires it, I'll wear it. If I see that it's like a lot of fucking people, like more people than the pandemic should be having people in the store and shit at once, I'll wear it. But then I usually don't go into crowded stores like that anyways. It's usually liquor stores or shit, but still, if it's more than like 6, 7 people in that motherfucker at once, I'll put it on. But I be seeing motherfuckers be having that shit on 24 hours a day. People be driving in their cars with it. And it's just crazy. Like, not not just are you breathing in chemicals from the mask, because the mask has chemicals. Um, Not only are you breathing in that, but you're breathing in your own carbon monoxide. That's definitely not good. You're tearing down your immune system like a motherfucker. And then somebody sent me a video from Instagram yesterday. I think it was Instagram. It might have been, I forget where it was from exactly, but it showed like these people in Taiwan. Excuse me, that's legitimate. But they were making the fucking masks. I think it was either Taiwan, China, or somewhere like that. But they were making the masks in a fucking and it was these kind of masks right here. They were making those motherfuckers in a very unsanitary place. And they were just fucking sewing them, and they were stuck together, almost like you had to, you rip them apart, like almost not rip them apart like that, but they still have like little connections to where you rip them apart or whatever, or you just pull it and it just comes off real easy. But they were stuck together and shit, and they were just falling off the ground as they were sewing them all onto the ground. And this isn't some like fucking, it looked real unsanitary. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, if you're on any type of medication, then yeah. I'm seeing those all over the street now. Yeah, tell her we should. Okay, I will. I will do that, Tanya. I was on Steve's video last night, right before he came on. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I came on. They kicked me off too, man. they kicked me off. I tried getting back on to let you guys know they kicked me off and shit, but they wouldn't even let me get back on. Oh man. I think CBDs are really good for you. Sometimes I get torn because I wonder if it's against God and pharmacia. But I eat weed and CBDs for my injury. Nah, I mean, why would it? I mean, you gotta look at if you're medicating yourself with it. If that's against God, then Excedrin, Tylenol, fucking Vicodin if you need it. Like if you need it, you need it. And CBD isn't like regular weed anyway. CBD doesn't get you high. Like CBD is for that exact reason right there for pain. Um, you can smoke flower too. That's for pain, but I can't say you know, that it isn't against God because it says you shouldn't consume anything that will alter your mind. But we all, fall short. Like everybody's not. I mean, God knows that we're not, 100%. Like no one's perfect, man. Not saying let that be an excuse for everything you do, but I got my license. I get to grow 12 plants. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing right there. Oh man, I swear if I had a fucking a house, I probably wouldn't grow it in an apartment. But I would grow fucking I would try and make my own like all types of strands and shit. All for all for personal fucking use. Like some people would probably want to rob. People would probably want to be robbing me and shit. I know they'd smell it. Hey, you want to sell some of that? No, nope. Don't sell weed, my friend. Don't even know what you're talking about. You smell the cake that we're cooking. We're cooking cake or baking a cake. It's not weed you smell. I used to grow my own too. Really fun to do somewhere out in the wild. Yeah, I've never done that, but I've never grown it before. I've never grown it before. I always wanted to though. I always wanted to. And the people that back when it like the people that I hung around that like I knew a couple of people, not a lot of people, but I knew like a couple of people, like two, three people that grew it, and they all had like different, they all had like different ways they grew. I actually knew somebody that grew weed fucking like under fucking water and shit. Like he had the contraptions and shit, like a steady flow of water, and it was crazy. Like he had some high tech shit. Like I would never try and grow it like that. Like that's a whole different level, another level. Yo, you can get some crystals for 8 for like your own oil. Oh, some you talking about marijuana crystals? Yeah, I watched this YouTube dude that actually cured his dog of cancer. His dog had these real, I'm not sure if it was it was some type of dog disease though. I believe it was cancerous. Um, but the dog had a lot of like boil like things. Like his whole side of his body was full of boils, but they were all cancerous, I guess. And the dude, like he literally had from the beginning to the end, from the beginning of when he first started the treatment until the end, it was somewhere like down 3 years. Like his channel was going for like 3 years until his dog was like completely healed. Of course, I mean I didn't watch the whole, you know, the whole, like I was into it for the first for the first few channels and shit, and then I just or not first few videos, I was into it, and then you know I just fast forwarded to the last video, and like the boils were like completely gone. Like you could see little scars and shit, like little certain parts on him was like dark and shit, but for the most part everything was gone. So that CBD is the oil. That oil is like really good. Gosh, look at what this world became to big time fear mongers out there. We don't dare do anything anymore. Sad reality. Nappy been looking at all my photos. Looking at all your photos? What do you mean, Tony? Mm, my tooth came out, radiation effect, remote neural monitoring. Very odd, not happened this before. Yeah, yeah, they're doing a lot of shit, man. That radiation fucks up a lot. It eats our fucking bones up. That microwave fucking cooks our insides. Like, they're physically fucking us up. The radiation fucking eating our skin up, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. That's why I say it's a lot of damage that they've done to us, to where like if this program ever gets, and they have to compensate us, oh man. I need natural herb, yet my perp gaslight offer supply. Nah, if you know they're a perp, And you know they're a gaslighter. Don't accept no fucking weed off of them. I don't. I wouldn't care like how fucking jonesing or whatever. Like how much you need to smoke. Definitely don't want to do that. Mm, they have no life. Love money can buy.